This is Cypress Gardens. I'm talking to the video. The great Brian Travers here, Liberty University fishing team. You're going to be my guide today. Hey guys, this is practice day. It's a few days before the tournament, and I decided not to play the audio because it's just too irritating. So we found this dink on a little point, and what I'm going to do is go through some of the video clips and just kind of show you what we found during practice. Now here, I'm trying different baits, trying to jerk bait. I did several different things, but nothing really felt right. So I got rid of that pretty quick. And of course, I'm looking around and pick up the old shaky head. And sure enough. Ooh, did you see that? Something takes it.
That's a decent one right there. Yep.
It was a decent keeper. And that would fit the pattern.
But that'd be a nice keeper, wouldn't it? So the size that you were catching, were they kind of like?
Well, yeah, that and bigger.
All right.
I've learned to not trust the size of the blow up on a frog.
Hello. There you
go. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a yes, sir. Get him. Is that a mud? Yes, a mudfish. Oh, it's a jackfish.
Ah, baby. It's nice jack. The fish that Brian catches here is the one that kept us in that creek for a long time during tournament day. Should be good. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's a bass right there. God, I wish I had my net. Daggone it. That's a good one. Oh, that's, yeah. Oh my gosh, what a fish.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. Hang on a minute. We gotta get him on camera too. Gee.
Same stretch, just a little ways away, about 50 yards. This guy hit a topwater frog.
A little smaller one, but it'd still be a decent deal. Okay. Oh.
Right at the edge, right?
Yeah, let me mark this. Yeah, right at the edge. You heard it coming
thicker.
through. All right. All right. So
we see this alligator here in this grass, and of course had to play with it a little bit. Here comes this toad right by his face, and I don't think the toad scared him. He saw the boat. Boy, he whizzed away quick. So we didn't catch a lot of fish during this practice day. Like I say, it was a few days before the tournament. We wanted to check out a couple areas. Brian had been catching some fish back in a certain creek, and we wanted to check that out. This was at Cypress Gardens, place where we would launch from, and we caught a couple small keepers right around there. So many release fish there, I am sure people win tournaments just dabbing a worm down in that area. And I catch one here on the rocks on a shaky head. And then I was able to go out for a couple hours the day before the tournament. And fortunately, I found a secondary pattern that came into play big time during tournament day.
all right, we're about here at the Cooper River getting ready to take off. Oh, they are taking off, and we're boat number 7, lucky number 7. Let's go.
Oh, geez.
We say 9 or 5?
I think he said, I'm not sure. I thought he said 9.
I can't hear him. 7. I can't hear him. guys that fish this river all the time can figure out where we're going. But man, I tell you what, it was a gorgeous, gorgeous morning riding into that sunrise. And you know, you can't appreciate a sunrise like that unless you get up early. Ooh, got it. I think it's a pike.
What? I'm a frog? Jesus.
Pooty. First fish of the day. Good, he got off. Good. Bye. Good. We might be in the... Ooh. Oh, we got him. Yes, sir. Boom.
I don't know if
There
he's
we
gonna
go.
go 12. I think he's like 10, but
Fish has to be 12 inches.
yeah, he's not 12.
He's 11 and a quarter.
He's tiny.
All right, well, it's dunks out of the boat.
Yes.
We have a pike and we have a little bass. There he is. That's a nice one.
Bass?
Yep. Ah!
Well, that one hurt. So we decided after a few hours to get out of that creek and go to the secondary pattern. You know, Brian and I are still getting used to each other, and I'm watching this clip here, and I'm watching him brush his hair or play with it, or I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he wants to give something to me because mine's getting blown away.
Bam! Let's go. That's a good one. That's what we want right there. That's it. Yes, sir. Here, let me get a good shot of that. Good. Boom. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Get behind it and ooh. There. That's a good one. There we go. All right, let me get a cold tag in him, just positive. Well, actually, we don't have to worry about it for a while. We still got to get 3, and then probably one of those will be smaller. Just out here. So we're in 13 foot. So he was on that shelf. That's a big one. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, yeah. No. Ooh. There we go. Yes. Boy, he hit it good, too. It's not that big, but it definitely helps. He's a bait.
Then we go through a few short fish here. I don't know what's wrong with the audio. I don't know if my shirt's rubbing against it or if I have a microphone going out, but I apologize about that.
Grow up. This little flat right here at the drop off, you would think would be money. There he is.
I love it when I can call my shot. I just wish it was bigger.
Nope.
Might as well check and see.
Oh, hang on. No.
There's a fish. Decent. Is that a keeper?
I don't think so.
It's gonna be like an 1/8 inch shy. Ugh. Hitting the big old worm. I think what I want to do is go along this straight stretch where they don't have a whole lot. If they're on here, they got to be along this grass. And it's definitely a defined edge.
Calling my shot again, but we still have the issue of size.
Oh, it's a baby. Dang it. He felt kind of tough. Sorry, baby.
We had a couple misses that day that would probably have put us into second place.
Got him? Oh! He was decent too, wasn't he?
If it was a bass, yeah.
The other team probably looks like it was fast and furious, but it was a tough day and the bites were few and far between. This tournament was from 5:45 until 1 p.m., so that's a big span of time for all these fish. And we had trouble with the cameras that day, and I believe that we missed a couple keepers that were not caught on film.
He's short. He's fat, but he's short. I don't think so. Dang it. He touches. Let's put a call tag in him and then check him later, and hopefully we can call him. Won't have to worry about it. That's a good one, real good one. Yeah, not real good, but
That's a keeper. That's a salad keeper, too.
that's what we're doing.
Here, I'll take over.
All right.
Still not wood.
That's a good one. Net. I got you. Oh crap, he's close. I haven't seen him yet. I hope it's a bass. Yes. Oh, yes, thank you, Lord. Nice. Yes. That is the colt. Right there. Yes, it is.
For you guys that don't know, you keep your biggest 5, so that smaller fish we threw back. Now we catch another one here, and I can't remember if this one calls out another smaller one or it didn't help. I can't remember.
Nice one. Net, quick. Oh, I don't know if he'll pull or not. Yes, oh, he will. Yes. Bang. I don't know if he will or not. All right, go ahead and take the front. And I'll throw him in the net and figure it out.
So I really have to apologize here. I had a camera set up to capture showing each fish as I put them in the bag like I normally do for tournaments, which is my favorite shot. But for some reason I forgot to turn the camera off, and it was on a 5-minute loop, so it just filmed over that.
It looks like more like 10.
We knew that it was a tough day on everyone, and we were hoping that our bag might weigh 11 pounds, maybe 12 pounds, but the more we looked at it, the more we thought it was 10.
All right. Well, I didn't get to do the intro too good this morning, but Brian Travers dragged me into the tournament kicking and screaming. That's our bag. They're all alive. They're in good shape. What we'll do is we'll weigh them in, and then they release them back into the river.
These are the guys that won. I want to get a shot of them, Wilson and Drake. They had 15.47 pounds.
All right. Nice bag.
And of course, stupid me, I should have thought about holding those fish up as I put them in the bag so you guys could see them better. but of course I volunteered to hold the bag, and the camera's at the wrong angle and you really still can't see the fish too good.
Yeah.
He called it 10-6-4.
Oh,
10-6-4.
hoping to reach 11. How many boats do you have today?
20.
20 boats. Thank you. Thank you.
I got 4th place with 10-64, Travers and Clements.
That's us.
Good job, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. 3rd place, Baker and Baker. 11 pounds. 72. 128. Thank you.
Oh.
2nd place, Randy Gibson with
There we go.
1368. Good job. 1st place, Wilson and Drake, 1547. Good job, man.
Gentlemen, I don't know if you know or not, but you know, when you compete in tournaments or your paycheck or whatever, you know, you bring it home and you give it to the wife. And there's mine. So we got 4th place, honey. We got 4th place, and I mean, it's not much money. I mean, it's 4th place, but
How much did you bring?
it's $72. And I just want to show that I was bringing home the bacon. So here's the bacon, baby.
Bacon? More like bacon bits. This is like a small donation.
She's hard to please. Well, I'm here the day after the tournament, going through my boat and kind of reorganizing stuff. And what I do, here, let me flip this thing around. What I do is I'll take the terminal tackle and I will put it in a tournament box, keep that separate from the everyday stuff, because the everyday stuff I'll use up and use the rusty used things, so that basically so you don't have to buy a whole lot more fishing tackle. Not that I'm just that tight, it's just, that's just common sense. I don't know how this wind is affecting the sound on this thing, but this is what did the damage. That Zoom trick worm, that's the last worm that I had on there. It's all messed up. 1/4 ounce weight and this hook. I really don't know if the worm color made a difference or the action. I mean, Brian caught that big one on a old monster Zoom worm that was green pumpkin, but I just have a lot of confidence in June bug on the river. Everybody does. I mean, that's no big secret. But I did find out something about this hook. I love these hooks. See that little keeper that they have? That little keeper right there. It grabs the grass. And I spent a lot of time getting rid of the grass, cleaning it off a lot. I'm just going to use a regular hook that has that offset on it, but not that keeper. That's something I learned. That's a good tip for you guys. So the rod and reel setup, this is a RPM custom rod. It's a worm and jig rod, 7-foot, medium heavy. Very good for this stuff. I used a Tatula 8-to-1 Daiwa reel. Really important for that gear ratio. Also, I was using 30-pound braid. Link to, here we go. Can you see it there? That's the FG knot. Yes, 15-pound fluorocarbon leader. And that's what got the bites.